I know exactly what you're thinking. And don't worry, it's our first story. I'm Dirk Hatfield, and I am on fire.
Great weather, great people, and an all-round great place to live. This is the Neighborhood News. Front page news from your backyard. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Are there any mystery fans out there? Well, Hardy Boys and Nancy Drews, riddle us this. An unknown rumbling was detected around the station at 0900 Tuesday morning. The sound resembled kind of a Our interns were immediately sent around the station with stethoscopes and glass cups for an old-fashioned game of Find the Sound. After 20 minutes, our most precise estimate for the noise's origin was somewhere in the general roof region. And then, it stopped. So what happened? We'll give the folks at home a second to talk it over and compare notes. The AC broke! Okay? Sorry. Now it's broken and everything's hot. It didn't help that we were trying to run the AC all week to cool down the back office for Frank's Arctic segment. We realized much too late that the camera makes room temperature almost indiscernible, and we probably could have just as easily added an overlay of some frost and a blue tint in post. Valuable lessons learned for a news station. But rest easy, that AC will be repaired in time for next week's episode. But for now, I'm in hell. Aside from suffering physically, the station took a surprising hit financially this week. Another hard lesson in the book of news stations: you cannot believe everything that you read online, especially if the internet promises riches and good fortune with seemingly no repercussions. The station fell for an internet scam. Hard. After spending a large portion of the station's budget on a remodeled kitchen, the broken AC unit meant we would need to dip even further into an already pithy pool of money. Naturally, we called a meeting with all the interns, demanding donations of all the money in their wallets to save this overheating ship. And that's when a mysterious email graced our famished hands. I couldn't believe that Cam, one of our brightest interns, had a relative overseas who inherited vast sums of money. Frank and I personally contacted Cam's uncle right away and were instantly swept into his tangled web. Before I knew it, we were reading off the news station's account information over the phone, promising to drive down to Best Buy and purchase $2,000 in gift cards. This segment is almost as hard to read as it was to live through, so I'm just gonna wrap this up. The money was lost, and so was Cam's identity. Sorry, kid. That's how the news be. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if this segment ever comes back. That's right, based on the neighborhood surveys for news station excellence, you all seem to have one problem, and it is not enough sports. I sincerely wish I wasn't dripping with sweat for the debut of this news segment, but hut, go long, hit the showers. I'm Coach Dirk with Neighborhood Sports. We all knew what was going down this week. Right down on Meadowlark Ave, between the mailbox and the 3 big palm trees, was the annual Kids Two-Hand Touch Street Football Championship. We brought along the old fold-out chairs and spray bottles with fans on them to watch 2 teams of 5 children go head-to-head for neighborhood glory. None of the teams displayed a matching color scheme of any kind between shirts, so we ended up calling them the Leopards and Team B. Crude, I know, but the one team was hopeless. First quarter, QB of the Leopards is lobbing that rock downfield and connecting every time. I couldn't believe it. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Team B, clearly the tortoise in this fable, fought for every first down to no avail. Their receiver was quick, but just couldn't hold on to that pigskin. Back and forth, this battle of child titans continued until it was all tied up going into the third quarter. And unfortunately for our viewers, the game ended in a tie. Right as both teams huddled up to begin the second half, the ice cream truck for the neighborhood plowed through the championship match. We were in shock. Were the brakes cut? Was the driver playing a quick round of how long can I close my eyes while driving, like we all do from time to time? Was he drunk? How do you not see 10 children in the middle of the street? Truly horrifying. We left the scene immediately so as not to add to the confusion. But as it stands, the neighborhood will be in need of a new ice cream truck driver. There is no way that guy's getting his job back after this one. Yeesh. And that about wraps up neighborhood sports. I'll tell you, this coach could really use an ice cream right about now. Or like a water. Anything, please? And while I wait on that water, I hear Frank is chilling somewhere. Honestly, anywhere is better than this right now. Hey Frank, how are you, Frank, is that an ice bar?
Oh, hey there, Dirk. Yep, your eyes do not deceive you. I'm at an ice bar, and let me tell you, this place is pretty cool.
How much is this costing you? They don't just let you into these things.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good question, Dirk. It's funny, actually. I was trying to get in the front door here, and the station's card was declined. Thankfully, I am pretty intuitive, and I managed to do something to sneak in here. Won't say it on air, but let me tell you.
I hate you so much right now. Is that water coming? Can we get that water? Oh, thank you.
It was degrading. But yes, this ice bar it's pretty sweet. I'm really digging it. Honestly, man, I can't imagine what it's like back at the home office there.
Yeah, does everyone remember how Frank was chilling in the ice bar while we were suffering here for the news?
Sounds like somebody needs to take a chill pill, and it's not this Eskimo.
All right, yeah, you know what? I'm not even listening to what you're saying anymore. All right, just enjoy yourself. Chill out, you icicle piece of garbage.
Can you give me 2 seconds? 2 seconds? 2 seconds? Let me wrap this up. Yeah, okay, I'll be there in just a sec. 1 sec. Alright, Dirk, looks like there is some pressing news popping up right over there. So I'm gonna have to let you go. Good luck with the plumbing or whatever problem's going on back at the station. I gotta go. Alright. This has been Frank Baez from the Ice Bar. Alrighty, guys, you ready for these body shots or what?
There's no doubt that I'm heated right now, neighbors. Not only at the thought of Frank sitting in icy bliss, but at the harsh reminder that the studio's budget was decimated this week. We are desperate, helpless. Some would say we'd do almost anything. And that someone is our producer. So this weekend, come on down to the news station and we'll do anything for like $5. I'm told there's a website online called Fiverr where you can pay a freelance artist $5 to make art for you. Well, we are doing that this weekend, but instead of just art, it can be anything. We'll have a photo booth set up with the hopes that maybe a quick pic with me and Frank will be enough for some of you. But as stated, we are open to discussion about what goods and services are really on the table. It should be noted that any requests for a more personal interaction will be fulfilled by our interns, first and foremost. If you want me or Frank involved in any personal exposés, you're gonna have to wine and dine us a little. So like $10. A wide array of talents to choose from, and a crew willing to do almost anything to get that AC replaced. So stay cool and be gentle. I'm Dirk Hetfield with the Neighborhood News. But for the right price, I'll be anything you want me to be. Tonight's big story.